This used to be the local hub, but now it all looks abandoned and godforsaken. It looks like those bikes skidded when turning towards the bar. Crowds must have gathered here in the past. Some hobo's shakedown? If the theater is closed, then where does this light come from? Locked and bolted. Impossible to get inside. The poster's in pitiful condition. I can't make out the title. The corner of Blake and Arden. Don't feel invited. The door is locked. A suburban platform. The essence of a neighborhood with no future. It's really dirty here. Lots of trash all around. There's only one more train at 7 p.m. The clock has stopped working, as if it's adapted to the surroundings. What am I doing here? This isn't one of the top 100 vacation spots. Automatic barriers. Perfectly safe in theory. A drain manhole. Its cover is richly ornamented. An installation box. I guess it operates the barriers. This symbol is a hint. The only spot in the neighborhood with a flicker of life in it. A nicely tuned bike. Quite a few customers for a deserted neighborhood. The perfect spot for a quick drink. I'll have something to drink. Something with lemon.
City Cola?
Whatever.
City Cola quenches any thirst.
Thank you.
And the wish?
Pardon?
Does the cola grant any wish as well?
No, I'm sorry, but judging by the price, it's impossible.
Maybe it's you I have a date with.
No memory for faces? I'd pay more attention to such details if I were you.
Listen, I've got a date here. Maybe with you?
Give me a break. I don't even know you.
I think you're just acting. You sent me an email. Is this some kind of blind date?
Watch it. When the woman you're meeting sees you're hitting on me.
Gotcha, okay. How do you know it's a woman?
You think so? Otherwise, you'd be hitting on some guy, wouldn't you?
Kinda risky in this neighborhood. The bartender's the only man I want to socialize with here.
Since you mentioned him, you can buy me a drink if you really want to.
A drink for the lady.
Malibu.
One Malibu. And for you.
Same as before. What are we drinking to?
I don't drink with strangers. My name's Patty.
Jack. To the blind dates.
Oh, tough luck. So, Jack, what are you going to impress me with?
With anything you want. I could talk all night long about the virtues of my body and soul, huh?
Then you're going to waste your breath. I don't intend to sit here till late.
Oh, naturally, your heart'll start beating faster way earlier. Haven't we met somewhere?
Not very likely. I'd remember you.
Yeah, I know. I always leave an indelible impression.
That's what I'm talking about. I haven't had any nightmares lately.
I should have gone to the Pulitzer ceremony.
Oh, you're such a bore. Do you do anything at all, or are you just a jobless stockbroker?
Much, much better. I'm a jobful reporter.
TV?
Press. But I've got tons of friends in the showbiz.
You do? Show me your press pass.
Oh, no. Now you tell me something about yourself.
I'm too sober to make things up.
One more drink, please.
And for you?
I'm fine. So?
I'm studying medicine. I'm going to be a surgeon.
That's why all these cutting remarks. And you've got loads of friends floating in formalin?
Before you land in my huge jar, I'll cut you into pieces. All of you.
Ugh.
And what about you? Looking for young talents or just nosing around?
I'm just meeting public demand. Somebody sent me an email promising an interesting topic.
Yeah, right.
Come on, journalists never lie.
Excuse me a moment.
Can I get you a drink?
No.
Why don't you like me?
Come again? I just don't want you to get cross-eyed when that girl comes back.
Is it my fault? She was boring.
It's not, but you're going to end up on your own. The bar would be lifeless without customers like that.
I'm glad to see this kind of approach.
First of all, the business has to go well.
You can't complain.
But this is the middle of nowhere.
People like such places. Bikers drop by.
And skirt chasers.
A real motley crew. Even undercover cops.
You recognize them all?
Almost.
What gives the cops away? Carefully looking around?
Yeah, asking a lot of questions, but above all, not looking relaxed. You know, they come here to work.
And the criminals?
Which ones? That's one huge category.
Let's say repeaters.
They're like cops, but you can see they enjoy their lives much more. People tend to be predictable. I'm afraid of the lunatics.
Worked like this for a long time?
What about you?
Am I being nosy?
Long enough. I used to work in Manhattan.
But you prefer peace and quiet.
That's right.
The theater nearby, has it been closed for long?
Ever since I remember.
Aren't they going to tear it down or maybe renovate?
God has given up on this neighborhood.
But it used to be different?
Yeah, old customers often recollect.
How their parents took them to see Star Wars?
Rather the Disney cartoons. Once, two guys argued over which of them sneaked through the ladies' room to the back room of the theater.
That must have been some feat.
The amazing world of childhood.
Now it's as boring as watching paint dry.
I love being bored.
You won't line your pockets with boredom.
Listen to me, lady. I don't push drugs to kids. I don't launder money. I'm fine with what I earn legally. Why? I used to be a head waiter downtown. Loaded guys were regulars. Me and my friend were planning to do a huge business in Manhattan. But one day, a lunatic with a gun got inside and shot 5 customers. He was overpowered when reloading. I gave up Manhattan, and maybe it was because I heard the click of the trigger close to my ear.
It's okay. I really have nothing against you.
All customers are welcome here. Do you like anything else?
No, thank you.
I hate smoke.
You really had a go at him. You seriously think so?
I didn't want him to hit on me,
Well, I don't mind that.
and I don't feel like it.
I'm wondering if he really is a journalist.
He might be. His ego is overblown.
I've got tons of friends in showbiz. Why do I fall for such talk?
Everybody falls for it.
It's funny because I told him I study medicine. You think he believed it?
Did he have to?
No, it doesn't matter. I can take the train or let him give me a ride. I'll be home late anyway.
A bit of fresh air will do me good. So the kids sneaked into the theater through this window? A yard at the back of the theater. I can see the stairs to the projection booth. Yeah, right. Solid bars. I won't be able to force them. Solid bars. I won't be able to force them. The padlock's rusty. No wonder. It's been hanging here for quite a few years. I don't feel like talking now. Does nobody clean in here?
Where's your lover boy?
He scrammed. Looks like he didn't want to promote me.
You'll get over it.
I've lost my spare batteries. I'll be bored to death standing in line if I'm not able to listen to MP3s. Just one train a day, dig it?
What time?
At 7. Oh, if only my car hadn't broken down.
I found some batteries in front of the theater. Would they be okay?
Sure, thanks. I hope they're long lasting. It's working, thanks. You're a lifesaver.
My pleasure.
By the way, my name is Patty.
I'm Nicole. You want to talk?
Sure. Men are useless. They can't even pick up a girl. Maybe I gave in too soon.
Guys like this need new experiences. Such forsaken neighborhoods probably aren't a topic for him.
If I was a journalist, I'd definitely find something here.
What do you do?
Lots of things. I'm a hairdresser, but I earn extra money as a social worker.
A hairdresser? Good for you.
I bet my friends that I'd surprise them. I like to change things up from time to time. And the old man I visit here didn't even recognize me.
How?
Really? Well, I can change my hairstyle whenever I want to. You know, I won $50 thanks to that.
So you visit somebody here?
A friend recommended me. At first I cut his hair once a month. Now I've got a bit more work.
Is it hard?
Not really, though he barely walks. But he's a Korean War veteran, a tough guy. My job is mainly listening to his wartime stories, with only half an ear, just like now.
Are they terrifying?
Not very much so. He talks about this neighborhood. He's lived here for ages.
It must be strange living in one place for so long. So, he probably used to go to this movie theater.
Sure, he had to. He used to be a projectionist. Movies are his second favorite topic, but he gets really emotional when he talks about war movies. I think sometimes it gets all mixed up.
Then he probably wasn't bored at work?
No, he likes to have fun.
Tell me something more about the person you look after.
Not so long ago, he told me a story. You want to listen to it?
Go ahead.
His wife used to leave their kids with him, but when he played movies that kids couldn't watch, they had to play in the yard. The one you can see from this can.
A perfect dad.
Once, his daughter found a key there, and he made a brilliant plan. He bet his friend who worked at the bar that once a month he'd rip off a bottle of whiskey without breaking in. The prize was the bottle of whiskey, and he succeeded because it was the key to the grating in the yard window. All he had to do was not close the window. Back then, nobody used alarms, you know.
They played like kids.
That's right. It was revenge for the joke that the bartender had played on him.
You've got to tell me about it.
Okay. The old man made an unofficial show of a blue movie at the theater. He invited his friends, and everybody was excited about it. The problem was that his bartender friend had switched the reels. It was a nature movie about bears, but they watched all of it because the bartender made them believe that the dirty shots were in it.
Oh, he must have yearned for revenge big time.
Sure. So the day after he pinched the bottle, he put it on the counter and asked the surprised bartender, "Remember the bears?"
And the key?
He used to hide it inside the pipe where you put your feet on, right under the bartender's nose. It was so amusing for him.
Is the bartender still alive?
No, the old man says that he's already buried most of his friends. His kids live on the West Coast, and he won't go to a nursing home. He wants to die with his boots on, but that's impossible.
Excuse me a moment.
Of course.
I don't feel like talking now. A pipe to rest your feet on? There's a knob at the end. Maybe the key that girl mentioned is still here. The key fished out with the chewing gum. Even if it's the key Patty mentioned, I can't be sure if the padlock is the same. The key won't turn. The padlock's rusty. No wonder. It's been hanging here for quite a few years.
Could I get some oil?
There isn't any on the table? Just a sec. Do you like anything with the oil? Anything to eat?
No, thank you. You know, my trunk lock's jammed. Maybe some oil can help me.
Do you need a teaspoon?
No, thanks. I'll just pour some on the key.
Do you like anything else?
No, thank you.
A key sprinkled with oil. The padlock's open. Now I can finally open the grating. A typical ugly yard at the back of the building. This is where the projectionist's little daughter used to play. And to think, it may have been a wonderful and fascinating place for her. barrels, containers, buckets, jerry cans. A stack of pallets. Judging by the room arrangement, this must be the window of a men's room. An access gate. They brought all this junk through here. It seems that the whole neighborhood has made a dump of this place. Is another door to the magical world of the movies shut on me? The door's locked and the handle's missing. Above the door, there's a slightly open window. These items don't match. Not gonna happen. Above the door, there's a slightly open window. That's it. It's all squalid and devastated.